And according to AAA, the answer is not very. 50 miles an hour is top speed, 50 miles. And they say it can damage other parts of the car because it's not the same size as the original wheel, it's smaller. As part of making up the new spare tyre, I ordered a steel wheel, obviously this one here. It needs a valve, so I've got these Napa valves and got some regular lug nuts. Now the regular lug nuts are different to what's on the alloy wheel. The alloy wheel does have a chamfer on the end, but I was not certain if that was the correct angle to hold it on. It doesn't seem to be that accurate of a fit. So the part numbers I got for the Corolla are those. And this box of 4 was cheaper than 1 on its own. So if you're going to get them, you just will get the box of 4. It's the same part number, but it's got a -4 on the end. And you go up and stick it through, and it's going to fit like that. Now, I'm not going to put a TPMS on here for the spare tyre. So this has a good chance of catching the tyre as it goes up on the rim if I do it wrong. So I'm going to remove some of this. I'm going to hacksaw this end piece off and then grind the rest of it, grind the edges off. You can see I've cut the end off with the hacksaw, and I've kind of filed / ground off the corners, and I'll just give it's pretty smooth. I'll just give it a coating of the tyre lube when I go to put it on. Okay, this is the new tyre that FedEx just delivered. It had been sitting somewhere and it chafed all these letters off. Okay, so the valve is in. I've tightened them up by hand to what I think is 40 inch-pounds or 3.5 foot-pounds. I do not have a torque wrench that goes that low. So if it leaks, I'll check it with a bubble test when we get it all fixed up. If it leaks, I'll tighten it a little bit more till it doesn't. Okay, I've got the wheel on the balancing jig, and I've noticed that right about here, it's got a dent. There's a mark there, which is about the centre of the dent, and this edge is rolled over. Somebody dropped it pretty hard. You can see it when I spin the wheel. See that little blip every now and then? Yeah, that's the dent. So the wheel rim itself seems to be in pretty good balance. It just doesn't want to go one way or the other when I turn it. So I'm going to just assume that this is the heavy spot and put the yellow dot there, because there isn't really anywhere that it wants to go. Okay, so there's the internal patch, and I rock it a bit. I'm rocking the tyre on that corner. You can see it's moving a bit, so I'm going to peel that little plastic cover off thing and see how it's going. When I rock it now, you can see that the patch moves as it conforms with the tyre. It twists a little. So I think that twisting is what they mean about not patching this portion of the tyre, because I'm sure in the middle, if I was doing it in the middle, it would just be flat. It wouldn't be twisting like that. But you know, it's been on for 75 miles and it hasn't come off yet, and you can only do 50 miles on a regular compact spare. So I don't know, I think I'm in pretty good shape. Yeah, just weighing these, and the alloy wheel is 20.5 pounds, just a tad over 20, and the steel was 18.5, so it's 2 pounds lighter. Fascinating, huh? See if my rocking technique works. Put that there, one side will be done. There's one on. Okay, I've got a new little device here. Hopefully it's going to allow me to get this tyre on. I can actually get the yellow thing on the rim because it's a steel rim and it's a lot thinner than the alloy one. I can't use it on the alloy rim. I'm pretty sure this won't work, but I've got it up in this part, which is where they show you you're supposed to have it. Let's see if I can go. It's twisted, see? How that twisted, even with this grip in it. Okay, test to see if it works doing it the wrong way. Gotta get that around here. Like that. Yeah. Down. There we go. Oh, it might just... No, look, it's chasing me. It's not going to go, is it? No, that's too tight. Well, it didn't twist, so this is working. But this end, just the wrong geometry. It doesn't work on a real tyre. We'll be doing levers. Now we have the temporary spare on top of the regular tyre. And the diameters are about the same. Maybe the temporary is a little bigger actually, but they're very much the same size, so I doubt any of those nasty things that they predict would happen if you have a tyre that is the same size. But here it is. Because the diameters are the same, it fits roughly the same. I will have to get a new center bolt that's an inch longer. The current one is 5 inches, I need a 6-inch long hold down bolt. The rest of the stuff, jumper leads, essential out here in Phoenix. Yeah, it all kind of fits. I hope it just doesn't rattle around. If not, I'm going to have to put some cloths and towels or something in. Okay, so when I get the trunk piece back in, press in the middle, there is a bit of a drop, which is what that foam doodad was helping with. I've got some blocks of foam. Let's see if I can fix that. So I used a couple of ends of fence post and a chunk of foam. That seems to be given about the right space. I suspect it will conform a little bit better in the summer when all this plasticky stuff sags down. Okay, just to finish off, I've got everything back together and I'm weighing the spare tyre, and it weighs in at 28 pounds. So that's why they give you a compact spare. It weighs about 12 pounds less than a complete new tyre, and no doubt is cheaper. So there's two factors: cost, weight, done.